Every day, we are surrounded by art. The clothes we wear, the advertisements we see, and even the seats that you're sitting in right now. Everything is designed by somebody, for somebody. We often view art as something that's displayed in museums and galleries, but in reality, art is everywhere. Art is in the many cultures we study, the people walking down the street, and even the simple drawings that you create when you're bored. This is why art is the universal language of the world.
Everyone grew up with their own vision of the future. By the time you're past the point of hand-picked turkeys, you're given a general explanation of how the world interacts with ideas. You quickly learn that actions can be more powerful than words and vice versa. But a simple image can separate or unite people. A shape holds so much power because of the meaning you put behind it. Art is beautiful, but it should be more than just a glimpse into the past or a pleasant sight. It's one of the crucial components into unlocking the potential of the future, and everyone is its designer.
As artists, we learn by trade, gain by observation, and evolve through practice. We thrive on the knowledge of the world. We put our ideas through complicated and tedious trials, and eventually these ideas become a reality. Artists allow people to see into their minds, and whether they use fabric, clay, or even just a simple piece of paper and a pencil.
Let's go back in time for a second. Let's say around 3000 BC. This is the time of the early Egyptians and when their mysteries weren't mysteries. Along with their pyramids of stone, they also left behind their holy writings, or as many of you know, their hieroglyphics. Each line held a meaning, but we couldn't pinpoint it. So many people believed they were the words of the gods, and others believed them to be the answers to all the mysteries of the world. As mysterious as these writings were, people were able to take a hold of them and create their own opinions and beliefs based off of it. That's what art does, and these writings of stone are art. It lets you see inside a person's mind, their thoughts, their point of views, lets you hear or see their story. Art allows you to personalize everything you see and hear because it's so flexible.
It's crucial to understand the power of art. Art is packed with the ability to inspire with its many forms, and it's significant on its influence on how society inspires people. People are encouraged to create using these many forms and pass it on to the next person and the next, and so on and so forth. Art is a fire of creativity that only spreads. It forces you to evaluate your feelings, and more often than not, change the minds of people and influence how society affects art.
The person that inspired me the most throughout my entire life is my brother. He was a great artist. I was obsessed with his sketchbooks as a kid, and I was amazed at how real they looked. I would ask him all the time, "How could you do this? Could you please teach me?" And he only ever gave me one answer. He would tell me to draw and keep drawing. He taught me that through practice, I could tell people who I am and show them. I could tell my emotions, my opinions, and my views. I grew up wanting to inspire people. I'm not good at math, and I can't help you fix anything about your phone, so don't ask me. But I take pride in knowing that I can create something that will inspire someone else in the world, much like my brother had done for me.
For me, my inspiration was my mom. She was an art teacher until I was the age of 3, but she's taught me what it means to be an artist my entire life. I spent countless hours studying her in her studio and watching her create. The act of that alone inspired me to create. Because of her, I've been surrounded by art my entire life, whether this be the paintings that are hung in my house or the art museums that I was forced to go to, but now enjoy. She taught me that through practice comes talent, and with that and enough determination, anything is possible. Art allows us to be creative with what we are given. It gives us the chance to see the future as we please. With that and creativity, constant self-doubt is something that always lingers around me. The feeling of strings pulling me to do anything to avoid looking at just a blank piece of paper. Anything that I create, I hate, and anything that anybody else creates, I envy. People deal with this in different ways.
I was often pressured to feel like I had to create something new, and if I couldn't be original, what kind of artist would I be? I had to surround myself with people and things that made me happy. A lot of people do the same things because you can never underestimate your surroundings. A lot of people enjoy being in the room listening to their own songs, and others, like me, surrounded themselves with people that understood what it was like to doubt your own abilities. I watched colorful videos and I hung around with people that had amazing personalities, and I reminded myself that I didn't have to be original, so I would always try to capture them on a piece of paper. I don't like everything I make, but that's just what an artist goes through. And I had to understand and learn that it's up to me if I let the negativity affect me and my work.
For me, when I'm dealing with a creative block, I like to go back to the basics. Even the greatest artists, when they were creating their best works, had a foundation. This is why I like to go back to observational sketches and drawings from life, and that way I can create works like these.
We can change the world if we try hard enough. Artists can influence basically everything, from the politics to the clothes you wear to how you talk and how you walk. It influences how the world is portrayed. But art is everywhere, but it doesn't make it easy. Most people don't see everything. Most people don't give everything they see a second thought. We want you to walk out the building later today and look at the cars, look at the signs you passed by, the clothes that you're currently wearing, and just think of how the process of it being created and how it influenced your life. Look at the trends on the internet and how they intertwine into our society. Art connects us all. Art inspires. Art is the universal language of the world. Thank you.